Here we go, stream live. Oh, Noor Mohammed. Aye, experimented with your head, huh? Nice, nice. Okay, so everybody. So, chalo, let's get started with our day 4. Okay. So first of all, as part of the morning today, we did a quick day planning and rest of the activities. And today, entire day, we planned for attacking in a productive manner using Pomodoro. Okay. So, chalo, let's see how it goes. So first of all, we will start our today by quickly doing the day review and similar set of activities. Just that daily your tasks will change accordingly. You have to process. Okay. So first of all, everyone, let's go to your OneNote. Everybody, chalo, let's do it together. Let's go to the OneNote, everyone. Okay, whatever was your today's day sheet. So 13th October. Few things you need to do. Whichever items you have finished, move it into the done section. So right now it might be in your to do, move it into the it might be in your in progress section. We moved it in the morning, so just check it out which all actions are completed and move it into the done section. Okay, next, so whatever is pending in your in progress, it stays in progress. Okay, after that, answer these questions the way we have already did that yesterday. Number of tasks planned, number of tasks completed. Chalo, everyone. So first, move your completed items in the done section. Second, okay. Second, just write down these things. Number of tasks planned. Next, number of tasks completed. First, try to find out that number and mention it here. Okay. In your OneNote, just write it. So yesterday we did this exercise. Today also you do it. If you have not planned it, so just say it is 0 or accomplishment wise, whatever is the number, say that. And the important thing is ki, if you are not able to clearly plan your work, you will never be able to do it. So that's where self-awareness will trigger. You will get more realizations. Okay. So number of tasks planned versus number of tasks completed. Okay. Next thing, everyone. Done with these two, guys? Just quickly type it in comment as well, and then we will move forward. Okay, so we got a couple of done. Everyone, once you have done this, written this number of tasks completed and planned, whatever in your OneNote, just write it and then let's move on next. Okay. Alok, Divesh, Akhila, Noor Mohammed, who all others, guys? Shenu. Quick team. Okay, fine. Whoa, Achal planned like 13. Okay, yeah, done almost here. Okay, everyone. So quite some. Okay, next one thing. Okay, let's do a quick retrospective. Today morning, so basically yesterday night, you said one area in which you wanted to do something improvement today. So yesterday night we figured out one statement, and today morning also we revised this one-liner improvement we want to do. So do a quick retrospective. Whatever improvement that you said you will do in your day today, did you really perform it or not? Okay, everybody. So you would have written something, right? So yesterday we spoke. So just go back there. So the third step today is relook at your yesterday's identified improvement area. and just score it basically from a number 1 to 10. How much do you feel you actually made it? You can just put some number around it. Did you make a 6-pointer, 8-pointer, 10-pointer, or like no progress at all? So whatever you said, just score them from number like 1 to 10, or it could be a 0 to 10 also. Okay, give that number. Okay, slowly we have our faces back up. So Akila is there, Shenu is there, Alok is there, Vaibhav is there, Achal is there. Okay, is everyone done, team, with this? Did you point it out? Score it. Whatever improvement you thought yesterday. Okay. Okay. Very good. Next, simple, logical next step key. Now, again, identify one-liner improvement which you want to do tomorrow. Okay. Again, one-liner. It should be only 1 point. That's it. Okay. So identify that one-liner improvement which you want to implement tomorrow and write down that statement. So look back your entire day. Is there an area of improvement in your planning or your execution, or what exactly do you feel is your problem from this morning till evening time? And try to identify that one-liner statement, and again write it down clearly. That's how. With this simple, I think you will become a better version of yourself every single day. Okay. So now, if you have not written yesterday, guys, today push yourself. Okay. One-liner improvement area which you want to do tomorrow. So let me also think and let me write. Okay, so once you're done, just write it in chat as done. So the point is, in 1 week, you will do it 7 times. So even though you make a wrong decision today, there is no problem. Tomorrow you will identify the correct one. Okay, day by day, you will become better in whatever you decide. Okay. 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 So try to identify something, and tomorrow again we will remind ourselves during the morning time. Okay, we want to do this, and then we'll go. Okay. So next item. Now write down the number of pomodoros that you accomplished. So yesterday we said, okay, today we will be doing it. So if you are already using the Pomodoro tracker, in that it will already give you the number. So write down the number, and even in this chat, just mention your number basically. Okay, Pomodoro count. And as part of today's attendance, so everybody fill your Pomodoro count in that field today. Okay. So in that attendance section, we have that free open text field. So there, just write down how many Pomodoros you did and just be honest to yourself. Okay. So we will see. If you don't act, nothing will change in your life. It is as simple as that. So you need to push yourself. Even 1 Pomodoro is also good enough to get started. And then slowly you will improve. Okay. Fine. So Pomodoro count. Just look at your Pomodoros and whatever is it, write it down. Okay. Now, simple. This is how quickly we will be able to make it. And now just think about it. Whatever you have written, okay, just try to see. You planned so many items. You are able to do partially. Okay. Now just try to look at that. Okay, what exactly went wrong, and whatever improvement area you thought about yesterday, try to be better than who you were today. So just look at your thing and just try to answer this last question. Are you satisfied with your today or not? Okay, so look at your entire day, think about it. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Just try to figure that part out. And I, in the end, answer a yes or a no. So take some time out to really think and then answer this question. Okay, it should be either yes or a no. That's it. Okay, nice. In the comments, we are getting a few yes. That's pretty good. Rajeshri says yes. Mukesh says yes. Noor Muhammad says yes. Achal says yes. Kya baat hai? Okay. Amulya says yes. And guys, be honest to yourself. Okay. So nobody else is required to validate you. It's just you versus you. Okay. So if you feel you are doing a good job with your life, be happy, be proud about it. If you feel things are not going right, some improvement needs to happen, accept that also. So once you know that there is a problem, you will do something to fix. Okay. Many people are like, yes, there are a few no's as well. But yes, whatever it is, being transparent is the way forward. Okay. Okay. So simply this kind of 10 minutes exercise will help us to be on track. Okay. Now take a deep breath, exhale, just let it go. Okay, like 3 deep breaths, everyone. Just reset your mind, deep and slow. Okay, breathe in, exhale. Deep and slow, inhale, deep and slow. Breathe in, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, rub your palms against each other. Run it faster, faster, faster. Generate some heat. Rub it faster, rub it faster. You should actually find your hands heat generation and roll it over your face. Slowly open up your eyes. Okay. So guys, today's day is going to be a pretty interesting one and important one for each one of us, because we are going to spend some time in really understanding okay, how our mind and the body works, and what are we doing right, what are we doing wrong, and how we should really operate our life on a day-to-day basis in order to achieve our dreams and all that. Okay, so this understanding, many people don't have it because they have never spent time in exploring okay, who they are as a human being. Okay, so as part of today's session, we are going to understand all this. We will understand ki bhai, how uh, okay, to what extent motivation is required and to what extent it will not work for you, and when you do things with willpower, how much it will last and how much it will not last, and trying to really understand this entire mystery of how a human being operates on a regular basis in life. Okay, so yeah, chalo ek ek karke let's start understanding things through. Okay. There you go. There are few things. We have two essential portions within us. One is our mind, and the other one is the body. Okay. So these are the two primary agents that we have: mind and the body. Now, mind is basically where all the thoughts keep pumping in. Right. So all the thoughts that we comes basically ideas, everything is originated in the mind. So you need to understand key these thoughts could be generated by yourself, or these thoughts could be injected by other people. These thoughts could be something which you read on internet and that triggers, or maybe you read some books that triggers. That means thoughts can come, you generated thoughts, your own ideas, as well as what you feed from the rest of the world. Okay, so that's what is your mind. So when we say about mind with regards to your brain, it is all these thoughts, imagination, ideas, everything that happens. Okay, so and then what it becomes is just a record of all these memories and thoughts. It's a storage basically, right? So all these ideas, thoughts, words, blah blah blah, it's all stored in your mind. Okay, now you need to understand okay, how exactly our brain operates. There are two primary sections of our brain. Okay, one is the conscious brain, other one is the subconscious brain. Okay, we'll touch it at very high level so that what is important for us to understand. Okay, so there are two parts in which our brain operates. One is subconscious brain, other is the like conscious brain. These two areas. There you go. Now the thing is, ki, whenever you decide, ki, I want to do so and so thing. Okay, so ideally that thought comes in your conscious brain. So let's say you decide tomorrow morning I will wake up and I will do all of this morning routine. Okay, or next Saturday I will be doing this in my life. So whatever these decisions which you are doing consciously, that all is handled by your conscious brain. Nothing but intentionally you decide something and you want to do something in your life. Okay, so all that becomes your conscious part of the brain. Okay, now what happens is, let's say you decide, you do it, and you accomplish it. Okay, now statistically it is proven that a human being life, the life results of a human being, okay, if you operate only based upon your conscious brain, you will be able to control only 5% of your life results. Statistically it is proven, and that's nothing but with your willpower. So you decided you want to do something, you came up with a willpower, okay, tomorrow at so and so I will do so and so. And statistically it is proven that when a human brain thinks based upon conscious brain, the overall life results whatever you get, only 5% results are based upon this decision which you have done with your conscious brain. Rest your entire life is controlled with your subconscious mind, which doesn't work based upon your willpower or your decision making. Your life, 95% of results come from the subconscious mind, which is developed based upon habits. It's not based upon willpower or desire or anything like that. It's not based upon a decision that this week I will do this, next week I will do that. So that decision making happens only with your conscious brain, and that runs only 5% of your life results. Rest majorly, we all are dominated with our subconscious mind, which is running 95% of our life. And that's nothing but habits. The habits that you have, those habits will give you results in the real world. Not what you think you want to do or what you tell to yourself you want to do, but what becomes a habit in you that is going to drive your life. Okay, now you need to understand what's happening. Okay, whatever is your current lifestyle, just observe. Whatever is your current lifestyle, majority of it is a habit. It's not like you're deciding every single day every single thing. It's a habit. Okay, let's take a simple example so that you can connect with it more. First thing, all of you might be doing some like two-wheeler or a four-wheeler drive, right? So you know driving. Okay, let's say cycling or skating. Okay, you know all those things. Now just understand, in the beginning time, whenever you learned this driving and all, so you need to really remember a lot of things, right? A simple thing like driving a car. I still remember my early days when I was learning that there were so many instructions. Okay, clutch brake, accelerator coordination, gear coordination, this mirror coordination, that mirror coordination, window looking coordination, and focus on the ground. Somebody coming here, bike should you should not dash. There were so many things which you wanted to take care. That means all of those instructions were all there in my conscious brain initially, and I had to actively think about so many things and do so many things. But when you repeat it so often, you drive daily, 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 what happens is all of these instructions actually becomes a habit in you. Means you don't have to even think about it when you drive next time. You turn on the key and you just get on with the game. Nothing but driving became a habit, and then it became easy for you to implement it in your life. If you every day has to think so many instructions about driving, we will never be able to get it. So what happened is you chose some activity, and that activity was in your conscious brain, which actually gives only 5% of your life result. But when you repeated this activity so many number of times, that activity was transferred as a habit in your subconscious mind, and then you're able to do it easily. That's what is happening with our lives. Whenever you decide you want to do something, that actual new thing is loaded in your conscious brain. Now it is your responsibility to repeat this thing so much that it becomes a habit, and then it gets transferred in your subconscious, and then your life will run it automatically. Okay. And now look at your entire lifestyle. You will realize everything that you do runs based upon habits. When do you wake up in the morning? That's a habit. What kind of activities you perform during the day? That's again a habit. Watching social media or television or chit chatting with your friends or studying, anything. Look at your lifestyle. You will find majority of the times you keep repeating the same habits every single day of your life. Almost same habits every single day. When you wake up, when you sleep, majority your lifestyle remains the same. That is where it comes. Like once something becomes habit, that is going to drive your life, and 95% of the life results happens because of this habit mind, which is your subconscious mind. That's it. Simple funda you need to understand. Why people are not successful in the world is they know that something is going to make them successful, like reading habit will make them successful, or confident communicator will make them successful, or waking up early in the morning and doing exercise and mind refreshing activity will make them successful and healthy. People know all that, but now what is happening is they are not performing it till the time it becomes a habit. And if it is not becoming a habit, you will never be able to do it. And it will always be painful for you. Okay? Because if things are not a habit, you have to put so much efforts to remember and push yourself with your willpower, motivation, and everything. So if it is not habit, it is lot of pain to do. And if you're not putting efforts to convert these activities as a habit, you will never do it for lifelong. It will not happen. That's natural, because doing something with your active brain, conscious brain, needs a lot of efforts, lot of pushing, lot of willpower, and nobody has that much of patience to really do it. And that's the reason when we do new year resolutions, we want to start something great in our life, we just decided, that thought comes in our conscious brain. Initially you might be motivated to do something, but after few days you did not really convert that into your subconscious mind habit, and it was efforts to really make it do on a daily basis. Eventually that habit was removed from your conscious brain also, and you did not perform that whatever new year resolution you had. And guys, it comes for everybody, because this is how a human being works. Now you need to understand, whenever you decide that I want to do something in my life, it is always a temporary decision. You might be deciding every single day that tomorrow I'll eat healthy food. You might decide every single day that tomorrow onwards, no oily stuff, no junk stuff. From tomorrow onwards, I will exercise daily. From tomorrow onwards, I will read books daily. From tomorrow onwards, I will do like waking up early daily, or I'll do anything. We decide it. That thought comes in the conscious brain. Now the point is, you need to put efforts, you need to repeat, you need to follow some system by which this thing from your conscious gets into your subconscious. And if you're not able to do that, you will never be able to do this thing continuously. And if you're not able to do exercise on a daily basis all throughout the year, the end result will not be there. Exercise is a magical thing. Your food habits is a magical thing. Okay. You might say, I want instant results in life. How is instant result possible? If okay, if you eat one day wrong food, nothing happens in your life. Let's say full junk, cheese, this, that, everything, all the nonsense you eat today, nothing is going to go wrong with your life. But when you do it as a regular habit, every week, 2, 3 times, and then you multiply it by 1 year, then the damage happens to life. Okay. So our life just works like that, one day at a time, and one action will not bring great joy or great sorrow immediately. but it is something when you do it repeatedly and make it a habit, then your life will be impacted. So just understand, you want to do certain thing with career transformation. With this program, we are launching so many things. Wake up in the morning, do this, do that. Everything is just fresh in our brain. And if you don't convert this into a habit, after some time, everything will be lost. And that's the reason the world, 80% of the world is going to die average life. This is based upon statistics. Okay, US makes study with you like almost 50 years ago, Harvard study where they took people who were graduates, okay, 100 people from the graduation. They asked them a question, give how many of you want to become successful in life? Everybody is like, all 100 people like very excited, we will become successful. And their life was studied after every 10 years, like 25 age, 35, 45, 55, 65. They continuously studied them for 50 years. And in the end, what conclusion they draw is out of that 100 people, only one person was financially very rich. Only one person. मतलब financially very rich. मतलब अपरंपार पैसा है. Okay, nothing required, big lavish house, everything there, all the comfort. Only one person. And remaining, they again studied ki remaining 4 people, okay, they were financially independent. मतलब maybe some investment, this that कि भाई कुछ नहीं करना है, things were even happening. And then they further studied कि around 50% people at the age of 65 was even needing a day job, daily working, daily earning, so that they survive every single day. 50% people like that. And then there were the rest of the people, they were completely broke, they were not working, they had no money, and they were completely dependent on somebody else. Ki, bhai, you take care of me. Now you need to understand, this is stats from like US, which is like so much advanced in a lot of things, and who has actually led the world in with a lot of innovations in the times. Okay, now great institutions, great opportunities around them, people, if they can have that kind of a future, what can happen with the rest of the world? Now it's good that all other world, like even we all are growing very rapidly, but we need to learn from examples. This is humanity observation. 80% of the world or even 90% of the world will never accomplish success. They will be struggling, mediocre, and like that. Now it is your responsibility to understand why it is going wrong and what you can do to really fix it, at least for yourself. World problem chhod do, but at least fix your life, fix your family's life. Even you guys should be in a better position in your duration. And that's what, guys, understand today's topic and you will be able to understand mystery of life. Any, you know already what needs to be done. You Google and you will get all the solutions. But the problem is we are not able to live those solutions. That's the only problem. If you solve that, life will become marvelous. You know all the techniques. You can Google and get all the techniques. If you are hardworking, you will get it. We are not able to convert those techniques from a conscious brain into your subconscious brain. And if that is not happening, you will never be able to enjoy the benefit of those techniques. Because just like your health, food habits takes time to give you results in life, good or bad. Similarly, these all these activities, what we are trying to do, mastering 24 hours and all that, it also needs time to really become a part of your life. You get absorbed with it, live it long enough, and then you will be able to enjoy the fruits of that. And guys, already observe since past 5 years what kind of lifestyle you have lived. All of that lifestyle has brought you where you are right now. Laziness, excuses, failures, running away from challenges, not liking to do something, not confident, doubting yourself. It is all because of the past which you have lived. So the point is change karna pade. You have to change your belief system, ki who you think you are, what do you believe about yourself, what is your existence for, what does your mind think, everything, the crap needs to be removed and you have to change yourself. And that will only happen if things become habit in your life, because habits drive your life. If it is not becoming a habit, you will not be able to enjoy the fruits of that activity. Okay, now let's understand how these habits are actually formed. So far so clear, guys? If you want to succeed in life, success should become a habit. There is nothing like willpower, motivation will take you to success. Okay, you need to understand willpower, motivation, and attitude. Okay, I will do it. It will be taking some activity and putting it in your conscious brain so that you do it at least in the initial days. With willpower, motivation, there are people who will never do something, not even take the first step. But with the right willpower, right motivation, you will be taking that first step. You will go for maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 1 month, maybe 2 months. But in that time, if you don't convert it into a habit, you will lose it. So you have to repeat, repeat, repeat. That's how you will be. So willpower, motivation is required, but only for getting started. Once you are getting started, you need to do certain set of activities and change these things into lifelong habit, and that needs certain discipline. Okay, now just understand a few things. Okay, so far, drop by drop, we are trying to pour inside us. Habit is what drives our mind. Whenever with willpower, motivation, you try to do something, you get started, but if you don't convert it into a habit, you will not be able to enjoy the results of that. Okay, because things take time. Okay, now the next point to be understood here, guys. Initially, this concept comes by Robin Sharma. Okay, how habit installation works. Okay, he says habit installation works in 3 phases. Phase number 1, okay, your motivation and willpower will really push yourself and you will be able to do it nicely. Okay, so first phase, मैंने थोड़ा सा tweak किया है based upon my experience of things. Okay, but ideally he has split it into 3 phases, but there is something which I'm even थोड़ा सा उसको customize कर रहा हूँ based upon what I feel is right. Okay, first phase में, okay, he says कि वो बहुत ज़्यादा, it becomes very tough for you in the first phase, but if you have the right motivation and the right inspiration and that kind of I want to do it attitude, it becomes even simple. So it is not that tough in the first phase, because if you have the motivation, then it is simple. If somebody else is pushing you, you don't want to do it, somebody else is like do, then it will become painful. But if you have the right inspiration, motivation, initially it will still be easy because of inspiration, motivation. Okay, and that is going to be your first phase of your habit installation. Now the point is, after certain period of time, the second phase will come, and in the second phase, that motivation disappears, that inspiration disappears, and you're just left by yourself to continue the activity still. And now without motivation, without inspiration, going forward, that is challenging, because you're not driven now by external force or by something. Okay, it just second stage is where it becomes really challenging, because yes, old, you're trying to change your new habit, form your new habit, and then motivation is not there. So abhi kya ho gaya, guys? So far you lived the past 25 years a different life, you had a different lifestyle, you're trying to form a new lifestyle, it is very messy there, plus motivation is also not there. So you feel at times giving up, at times stopping, at times confused, at times like, why am I doing all this? I don't want to do it, I want my old life back again, because that's how you lived your past 25, 30 years of your life, and your old life will like to pull it back because you're comfortable with your old habits. Again, your 95% is the old habit, so your brain will try that, you keep coming back to your old life because that's stored inside. Okay, so that's where, guys, whenever you're trying to do something new, the second stage is also very confusing. You don't feel like doing that, will happen because old patterns are clashing with these new patterns. Motivation, willpower is also gone, you're trying to push yourself, but you're getting painful experiences also. It's a messy phase. And guys, as per his statistics, what he was saying is the first phase might last for around 1 month of time or 2 months of time. The second phase might again last for 2 months of time. Third phase might again last for 2 months of time. Okay, there are people who say it takes 3 months to form a habit. There are people who say it takes 6 months to form a habit. Different people have different things, but you need to understand. Second phase, confusion. Third phase, it starts becoming a bit simple. A bit simple, but there are still chances that if you don't make it permanent in the third phase also, you will still drop it. So it is risky for maybe 6 months of time, and that too you have to do it consistently for 6 months of time. Then it becomes a part of your life and you will not forget it. You did driving so often, every week, maybe every single day, and after a period of time driving became your default. Like this, these new habits that you're trying to install, you need to repeat it every single day, as long as it takes. Maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months. But just understand, guys, just understand, you lived past 30% of your life. You have 70% still to go. You lived, let's say, past 25 years of your life. You still have 70 years to go. Now you are standing in this phase. Even though it might be painful for you to let go your old life, but you need to go through this transition if you want to have a brighter future. You need to change your lifestyle, your thought process, your belief system. Someday you have to do it, otherwise future is also going to carry same misery that the past gave you. If today you are unhappy, and if you don't do something about it, it's guaranteed that 10 years from now you will be unhappy, because that's how you're running your life. That's what is your habits, that's what is the thought process, that's what is your activities on a daily basis. So just understand, if today is not good and you're not doing something to change yourself in present moment, your future is also not going to be good. So if you feel lazy, giving up, excuse giving today, in future also you will feel that only. So the point is, even though it takes 6 months to change, but it is worth putting that much time, because future me 70 years are lying ahead of you. 6 months time to upgrade from your old life to the new life is worth putting time and worth that kind of dedication. You should definitely do. Now you might be, Are Tausif, you started with a 4 week program and we thought magic will happen. Now we are discussing 6 months. I'm just telling you the facts, guys, because life doesn't change in a day. In a day you make decision, in a day you take actions, but your life changes when these actions becomes your habit. And for that it takes time, because you're training your mind, you're training your body to live a different kind of a version. Your old life is different, your new life is different. You have to teach yourself to live a new life long enough so it will happen. Okay, now let me tell one simple example. Okay, already I've discussed this, but let me just re-summarize. I think one of the biggest learning that we all got from the COVID time, and I think if you just live by this learning, you will be like getting all the results that you ever want throughout your life. Okay, there was simple thing. For entire existence of whatever we have seen in front of our eyes, at least, okay, pata nahi, past me 500 years ago what was happening, nobody knows, but at least to the extent that we are able to recollect, okay, the world never went into a complete lockdown state. At least our generation, maybe past 20 years, 30 years, or maybe let's say your parents generation also, there is no experience ki the entire world was shut down. Now you need to understand, our habit as a person was to go outside our house, do whatever activities on a daily basis. We lived like that for the past whatever our lifespan was. Now all of a sudden there were these rules enforced, no going outside, this, that, and the entire world was at home. Now just understand, simple. Old habit was going outside and hanging around. New habit came, nobody's supposed to go outside. This was a new habit, whether you like it or not, but it's a change in your behavior. That's what is a new action. It's a change in behavior, new action. Now what happened? Initially people were very uncomfortable. Same phases a person go for habit installation initially, because your willpower is also not coming, right? You don't want to intentionally stay at your home. Some people were scared and then they started staying at home and everything. Okay, those who were not scared, पुलिस वालों ने डंडे निकाल, right? So you come outside and क्या वीडियो बन रहे थे भाई, सब कैमरा में से इधर आए, डंडे पड़ रहे सबको like अलग ही सीन चल रहा था. अरे गलती हो गई, and people were running back at home. So nothing but by force then वहां से motivation was coming. बाहर गए तो you will be like bang on. So Rati, but somehow the system forced you to stay at home, either by your choice or by the system's choice. Okay. But eventually we all decided, okay, we will stay at home, even though it was uncomfortable. Now, let's say if this initial motivation would not have been there, either danda motivation or your willpower motivation, we would still have gone outside. But somehow that was there, so we started locking ourselves in our home. Okay. And still, in the beginning time, it was tough for everyone. Everyone were like, Arey, what will we do at home? They were getting uneasy, they were getting uncomfortable, they were trying to go to their terrace, walk around, maybe in the garden, somewhere. And then initially all that mind chaos was happening because it was tough in the beginning. Okay. And then after certain period of time, people were still like, Arey, for how long this will happen? They were frustrated, they were irritated. All that was the second phase for many of the people. Okay. And that continued for a long time. 1 month became 2 months, 2 months became 3 months, 6 months, and then the time continued. And what you observe, just observe humanity or how you and your family also adapted. After a period of time, people became comfortable to be at home. The frustration disappeared, the irritation disappeared. Yes, maybe financial problems might be there, but otherwise, a human being was trained to sit at home and not go outside. And for 1.5 year, 2 years, that kind of lifestyle was there. In front of us itself, all the human beings were living a old life. They changed and they started living a new life. A new habit was formed in the world. Now, you don't say, "Ki, Arey, I cannot wake up in the morning. I cannot read books. It's not meant for me. I don't have time." The thing is, you're not giving yourself the right direction in life. That's why your habits are not becoming a permanent habit for you. Because entire humanity, all the 7.5 billion people on the planet, they all learned. And we are all part of it. We can learn the same way. You just need the right guidance for the right habits. If you take care of your own life and give them that right direction, step by step process, all the habits can be applied and trained to you, because human beings are designed to adapt. That's it. So never ever say that I cannot do this. It's not the truth. We are designed to adapt, we are designed to survive. We were there even in the dinosaurs time. The cells and all that, in the form of maybe some other insects and all, were there in the dinosaurs time. The early births of human beings, somehow our DNA carried forward. Scientific theories. Okay, so somehow carried forward and somehow nickel gay. So human beings adapt. That's what is the conclusion. So no matter how painful your life gets, you can adapt and get over it. No matter how struggling your life circumstances gets, you can improvise and get over it, because we are designed to do that. Either we will make peace with that situation and live with it, or we will overcome that. But there is no other way. We are designed for that. So now the thing is this: what we are trying to do, let's come back to the topic. We are trying to change our lifestyle. Guys, देखो, job getting, career progress, everything will happen if you play with your 24 hours in the right manner. If you use your time properly, if you think right, act right, everything is going to be sorted in your life. And if you fail to do that, everything will fall apart. There is not going to be any solution there. You might keep asking, okay, help me, guide me, help me, guide me. But if you don't fix your own life, nothing is going to happen in future. Okay? So now what we are doing, just understand, for getting lifelong success, it is 3 steps. First step, knowing the right habits, right actions, right activities, right techniques, right strategies. Knowing what you should actually do in order to become successful. Second is actually doing that thing. So knowledge is potential power. When you actually do it, it starts giving results. But it is also not going to give you lifelong success. Knowledge say you will know what needs to be done. With actions, you will get temporary results. But when it becomes a habit, that is where you get lifelong results. So you need to understand, you need to get this clarity right. With these 3 steps, you will be successful forever. Without any of this, without these 3, basically, you will never make it. You might make it temporary, but you will never accomplish lifelong success. And guys, it's worth it. 70 years abhi bhi hai in front of us. We need to do these 3 steps. So don't feel proud if you just know the right techniques. Okay, you might feel कि अरे there are other people in the world उनको तो पता भी नहीं है, मेरे को पता है, but that doesn't do anything. Knowledge is only the step 1. Awareness of techniques is only the step 1. That is where journey begins. What do you do with this knowledge? And it is tough for people to take actions, and at least we people are taking those actions. Waking up in the morning, majority of the people of the world will never take these actions. So at least you guys have started with the step 2. So we are knowing the habits, we are following the habits. Now comes the 3rd step. Will you follow these habits till the time it really becomes a permanent part of your life and it drives your 95% results? And it is just like your health. One day at a time, you do it, you do it, you do it, and you realize after 3 years, doctors will say, "Arey yaar, you are an amazing personality. Full body checkup kiya, like you don't have any problem." And how is that possible? And you can just say, "My lifestyle has been like this since past 3 years." And compared to anybody else, doctors checkup ko jate hai, BP aata hai, sugar aata hai, and for them, tablets and all those will be there because their past 5 years of lifestyle was bad. So health doesn't deteriorate overnight. It lives based upon the lifestyle you follow. So if you make success as your lifestyle and then you fast forward your life 5 years from now, everything will be beautiful. If you don't make success your lifestyle, if your lifestyle stays broken in your mind, your actions, your future is also going to be broken. So now you need to decide, what do you want from your life? And guys, after knowing all this is how human beings operate. And even after knowing all this, if you don't push yourself to make this a habit, and guys, do it for 2 years, it is worth doing it. Like, why are you in a rush? Kya karna hai? Matlab, this thing is what will give you success in your life. You got this life only once and you are living it already. The countdown has already begun. Every single day that we pass by, we are going one step closer to our death. The day we were born, the countdown has started. The point is, why are we still waiting? And why do we still want shortcuts? Because there is no shortcut. The shortcut might make you satisfied in today, but what about the next 70 years of your life? If you want to master that, you need to go through this transition of success habit installation. Lifestyle changing should happen. And that is where I'm trying to say, with this program, we are trying to start that kind of curve in the human generation. Okay? So with this, it is that success installation that we are trying to start, so that from the old lifestyle, people start jumping to the new one. And that beginning, when I'm telling you, if you do these things only for 2 months, 3 months, you will be rolled back to your old life. Because in 3 months, it will not become a habit. And if it does not become a habit, you will not get lifelong lasting results. You might have to do it for 6 months. You might have to do it for 1 year. But let me tell you, look at your next 70 years of your life. And even if it takes 1 year, do it. Even if it takes 2 years, by guys, COVID time, 2 year, may full humanity changed. That means if you do this system for 2 years, your life will definitely change. But all the drama will be in this 2 years of time itself. How many will do, how many will not do, how many will give up, how many will stay confused, how many will stay distracted. Now that's what this period of time will define how many of you and me, how many of us will belong into the top 20% people of the world. And that's a pretty bad number, right? 80% is going to be mediocre. Only 20% will succeed because it needs this long commitment. And you know what's the interesting thing about life? Nobody forces you to be successful. अगर पुलिस नीचे डंडे लेके खड़े थे कि भाई सक्सेसफुल हो जा, start earning 10 lakhs a year, 20 lakhs a year, otherwise डंडे पड़ेंगे, so you would have actually become successful, because the brain works. Lack of motivation, lack of accountability is not allowing us to do. It's a free world. It's a choice, basically. It's a choice. Do you want to put these efforts or do you don't? And nobody else will feel the pain if you don't accomplish something. People will be happy in their lives, but you are the only person who will succeed or fail at whatever you do. So that's what it is, guys. In life, success is not mandatory. It is given to you as a choice. Do you want to do it or not? Just imagine, during your school time, success was mandatory. Passing and getting certain scores in order to go to the next class. There was a system where success was mandatory, and then majority of the people used to pass. Okay, 80% chalo pass karenge, right? Maybe 20% is also a big number, but 20% bhi fail nahi hote the. Maybe 5% might have been failed. 95% success rate we already experienced during our childhood itself. Why? Because the system demanded success, and then we all worked hard in order to go to the next layer, and that's how you all passed all of your education. Now, what happens when you're at this? All of a sudden, there is no success system in the world who is forcing you to be successful. Your teachers say, "Bhai, we have done our part. Now you're ready. Go." Your parents say, "Bhai, abhi zindagi bhar samala. Abhi aur kitna karenge? Ja khud ko dekh le." Right? And your friends will be like, "Aaj to gaye. Abhi let's figure out." The world is not forcing you to be successful, and that's where the world is not successful. If we hold ourselves that accountable, automatically we all will experience success, because it is possible. It needs the right inspiration, right motivation, and developing that itself, 80% of the world is not able to do. You just need to crack the right code for success, and automatically we all will be. Others are not forcing us, we need to force ourselves. So when we don't wake up any day of our life early, let's say 5 or 6, we need to hold ourselves accountable. Ki, do you want to fail in your life? Why are you not doing it? You know that it is required, still you're trying to cushion it. You are packaging your own failure. Every single day you waste it. You don't do things. Every single day you choose to be lazy. You are packaging yourself in a layer of failure every single day of your life. And what will happen with time? You have always packaged your past life in the same layers. It's okay if I don't wake up. It's okay if I eat junk food. It is okay if I don't read. If it is okay if you don't have a healthy lifestyle. If it is okay if you feed negative people in your life. You have packaged your past like that, and as a result of, like, right now, the humanity is in this situation. Self doubts. They don't believe in themselves anymore. They want support from somebody from outside. They come and help me. They feel that they are not self-sufficient. We always need guidance. We feel that our life is waste. We feel not sure what we will be able to do with our lives. We feel how do we really do something? We start, we don't end. We know all the good things to be done, but we still don't do it. The past which we have lived, and you have wrapped yourself in failures, and that's the reason we are in this present. If you allow your excuses to still continue in your life, your future is not going to be different. 10 years from now, still some other misery will keep happening in your life, and you will still be worried. You will still be confused. You will still be like, what to do, what not to do. And life you don't stay always the same. Life gives you more and more responsibility. Right now, you're like, okay, bachelors, soon you'll get married, you will have family, you will have children. And if you stay confused in that time, it's not just you who is affected, your people around will be impacted. So undo your failures. Don't cushion yourself when you don't do successful things. Hold yourself accountable. Push yourself. How is that possible? The world is not forcing you to become successful. You need to force yourself to be. Then only you can change. So be hard on yourself. One day you fell, let's say you had a health condition, you got a fever, you're not able to do things. But for how long? One day excuse is fine. Again, in the morning we said you are responsible for your life. How did you develop an immune system in yourself that you will fall sick? Why did you not do something with your life so that your immune system becomes strong? You can fix yourself. There are kadas, there are so many techniques, there are lifestyle changes. You bring that in your life. Why did you allow yourself to get unhealthy first of all? That's your problem. And then once you are unhealthy, then you're saying, I'll not do other healthy habits. You are cushioning your own failure every single day. Tolna padega. You need to break it. Every single day that you don't do successful things, punish yourself, hold yourself. And even if it is bad, even though you are getting headache, and no matter what, push yourself. Ki, bhai, I want to go towards a brighter, successful future. And you will go, and your friends will go, your family will grow, everybody will grow with you. But you cannot push others to grow. You can take only yourself, because it is going to be painful. Success is not easy. It is going to be painful. It is challenging. It will test your patience. It will test your commitment, but it needs to be done, and then it will become possible. Passing your school was not easy. Passing your college is not easy. It was painful, but you took it as a mission. I will learn, I will work hard, and I will cross. Success go, you make it your life mission that I will be successful no matter what, and dedicate your next 2 years for success. Let's build up a university of success, a 2 years program where guaranteed success will come to your life. That's it. And the only measure is you need to actually be successful. That's it. If you do that for yourself, 2 years, 3 years, you have done a graduation course, 4 years ka BTech ho gaya, 2 saal success course kar, 2 years of success course for yourself, and you will then be able to live your entire life. A full lifestyle correction within 2 years. If you set that as your target, only positive thoughts will come. I will see opportunities. I will cut down laziness. I will see hope around me. I will look for solutions always. I will believe in myself. My food habits will be right. My lifestyle habit will be right. For 2 years, enroll yourself into this kind of a success program. And then your full life will change. Okay. We all, I think that's where you all should teach this to the children or students who are already in their schooling time. So maybe 4 year के BTech के साथ अगर 4 year का lifestyle correction भी करेंगे, so the future will be very good. That's where, guys, in future, I have this thought in me. Someday I'll take this kind of a program of habit installation of success, and I will go down to the roots right from the childhood memories. So my target is to go to colleges, to schools, because that's where if we plant these seeds, they will last forever in them. Okay? Just imagine if you realize, I forgot how I lived my old life, guys. I don't even remember when I used to wake up and what I used to do. मतलब 2-3 साल से I'm just following this. So I've almost forgotten my old life. I don't know it exactly. सोचना पड़ता है, and I'm not able to know it when I used to wake up also. But now I know how I lived my life. Okay? So train your life for this pattern and you will be experiencing. Fine. So I just wanted to open up your mind towards the reality of human being, why people succeed and why they don't, and how you actually should operate. And it is going to take time, and no, it end result is if 20% will succeed because they have to go through this patient time to upgrade, and we are doing that. So, but you be along. Okay, I'm really very proud to see. Okay, recently Akhila reached out and she dropped me a message ki since 1 year she's doing this program along. एक साल हो गया Akhila. And I think along with Akhila, these some other guys like Nigar, Shruti, almost same time के थे शायद ये, ठीक है? Shenu को maybe still 6 months, but in between he was on and off. So these other guys, they understand life has to change and that needs a habit change. So you all are knowing these techniques. Let me tell you, it is the step one. You are applying it, it is step two. Now commit to yourself to do it. So even though if we are in week 2, week 4 will happen, next season will come again, jump there also, because it is not about one time knowing it and disappearing. It will not change your life. You need to build this as a habit, and that's where, guys, this Saturday also we will be connecting old people. So I really want to be maybe for next 1 year along with all of these people who are applying all these habits. तब जाके system will go great. And I think human being has the potential, वो तो पता है, but we will be enjoying our own existence. Okay, fine. So just know it and just be along. That's it. I just want you to push yourself in the right manner and success will definitely come. Okay? Okay, everybody, let me share you the attendance. And tomorrow is the last day of our program. Where is the attendance link? Here it is. And guys, remember, as part of, there is an open field, like do you have any questions? So as part of that, include your Pomodoro counter, everyone. So attendance code for today is, and just let my words run in your mind even after the session is done. You question yourself about all these things and try to really look at your life. How were you living in the past? What habits have you accumulated? And how much is your current lifestyle because of those habits? And if these habits do not change by itself, it needs time, it needs effort. Okay, then only it will change. Otherwise, with future, it will get even more worse. So, chalo everyone, fill it up, fill up the Pomodoro, and abhi no giving excuses. Tomorrow morning 6 means 6. Push is required. Make success mandatory. खुद डंडे रखो और मारो खुद को. Go to that extent, guys. I'm not joking. Literally, make success mandatory to yourself. Punish yourself, guys, to some way or the other. Figure out to do things which really hurt you. Okay, if you're not following successful habits. Okay, make things really go bad for yourself. Okay, ek kaam karte hai, guys. Everybody of you, just maybe lock some money for yourself. If I don't do something, this 1,000 rupee ki note, okay, or like abhi 2,000 हो गया है, 500 वाला ले लेते हैं, ठीक है? 1,000 का नोट आया क्या अभी तक? 1,000 का नोट नहीं बना ना वापस से? या so let's assume एक 2,000 का नोट रख दो. Observe your 1 month and just make a measure. If by the end of this 1 month, if I have not done this like success habit, by the end of this month, I will give this 2,000 rupees to the person that I hate. If you don't want that, just make a commitment. I will tear this 2,000 because you don't deserve to have that. It's as simple as that. If you cannot be successful, you basically don't deserve a good life. Basically, from bar high karo. Do it for yourself, guys. Okay, do it. Come up with your own interesting ways of punishing yourself, and you will become successful because it is possible. Let's keep it simple. It is possible. Fine, guys. Fill it up, everyone. It's possible for every one of us. Okay. So those who are saying not possible, they don't know it. That's it. It is really possible. The world changed, guys. Or kya bada example chahiye? The world did not give excuses ki we cannot wake up, we cannot come outside, all those excuses, negativity, failures, because there was no option. Okay, you had to change and people change. So whatever excuses you give, you are letting it to happen. That's it. Fine, let me check for the attendance. And keep it up, guys. Tomorrow is the last day of this. Join definitely tomorrow morning. Okay, let's see. Okay, who all are in? Okay, Shruti, Akhila, Sagar, Mukesh, Shamshad, Sanketir, Rajashri, Alok, okay, Amulya, Abhishek, Prashant, Krishnakant, Chenu, Satyasandha, Nigar, Bharti, Vinay, Alok, Uha, Priyanka, Dilshad, Jande, Achal, Noor Mohammed, Vaibhav, Divesh, Alok. Okay. Now, guys, kitne baar bola ki fill up your Pomodoro counter, fill up your Pomodoro counter. Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 people filled it. Okay. Only 5 people filled it. Rest log ne वैसे submit किया. Is it because you did not do it, or is it because you forgot to do it? It's just okay. Somebody is saying forgotten. Okay, but guys, do things. Okay, and if you have not experienced it, so you are just at step number 1. Know it. Success 4th mein milegi. Success is not here in between. Success is step number 4. Knowing the techniques, doing the techniques, making it a habit, then success. So you definitely know if you're not doing these 3, 4th aayega bhi nahi. Okay, so chalo, that's where we still have 2 weeks. Tomorrow we will form groups and we will start tracking this progress and push yourself to do all these habits. And I think The next 2 weeks are designed in a manner that your data will be revealed on a daily basis. We will track, we will show reports, we will show who is doing, who is not doing. It's going to get very engaging. Okay. And only when it comes out, when you come out of your shell, when the egg will break, then the actual dinosaurs will come outside you. Okay. So let the fire begin and just rise and shine, everyone. Thank you all. See you guys tomorrow morning 6 a.m. Okay. Keep rising. चलो GOT के ड्रैगन बन के उड़ जाओ.